It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay, who got himself a pick last week and a boatload of tackles. It's the Bills and the Eagles, and it's all up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
The Bills defense ready to see if they can keep building on this long winning streak. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he's been a key reason why this defense is ranked as the #1 unit in the NFL. His ability to be in the right place nearly all the time and make big plays is a big reason why.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Buffalo defense, it's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Milano make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the deep responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Buffalo defense back out there. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. But first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half as this next drive begins 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Buffalo defense back out there. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Matt Milano, an All-Pro last year, in on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense, and as a result, they've got a comfortable 3rd quarter lead as this next drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Miles Jack collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Buffalo defense back out there. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted. Because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
A three-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. No gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down, here's Hurts. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover,